teaching's a contact sport. You know, you're going to be touched and other people are going to touch you. My students weren't really able to hear me when I told them what kinds of things they might do differently on the next paper. And you might have had this in your own undergraduate experience where somebody will write awkward or just AWK next to a sentence and you think, well gee, I'm not even sure what to do with that, right? So what I decided to do, I first tried to get the students to meet with me, and some people came and some people preferred not to come. And so then I devised a way where we were definitely going to be in conversation, even if the conversation was initiated simply by my voice talking in their ear. Hi Tyler, this is Wanda. So Tyler, I've read your paper now 3 times. The first time, I just read through to see what you had to say. And the second time, I was holding a pencil. You can see that. And that's all those little marks there. Everybody's paper has a lot of marks on it, nothing to get wigged out about. And the third time I read it was just now in order to prepare this audio commentary. So let's get started and hold it in front of you while I'm talking. I'm going to talk for about 5 minutes and I want us to stay on the same page. So when I say turn to page 2 and look at the first full paragraph, you and I are looking at the same thing at the same time. And so then I go on like that. And usually, for the first paper only, I let people know the format, which is that I'm going to begin by telling the student, in my opinion, my professional opinion, what their strengths are as a writer and what went right with the paper. And that, I find, makes people a lot less anxious and a lot more porous and able to listen to the part where I say, here are some things you might do differently next time. Some of the things I have to say, especially in that second half, can be really direct, and they're the kind of things that I want people to hear in my voice, that I like them and that I respect them. I might say, you are very good with the incorporation of quotes in support of your arguments, Anna, and then I would say, this paper doesn't seem organized, and the disorganization of the paper robs your fine ideas of some of their punch. I really don't think it was much more time-consuming than writing out the comments longhand and wondering if anyone understood what I meant by AWK dot. They want to do a careful job on the work because they have a sense that I've read every word and thought about what they were trying to say. And so if they were only trying to play a game where I thought they'd worked hard but they'd really written it in 2 hours, they don't want to play that game anymore because they're having a conversation with an interested and concerned adult who really wants to know what they think about things. I would say to people who are thinking about doing this technique, go ahead and record one. Everything that's valuable doesn't feel like work. And so if it feels fun and you think it would be of value to your students, that's something to do. That's something to pursue. That's why I'm doing it.